Okay, second Q. The second question is a little bit long. He wrote a lot, and at the end he asked a very small question. Okay, he started saying, another question I have is one that could be interpreted badly, but I hope you do not do so. I attended very multicultural college and university and enjoyed both thoroughly. Mixing with different people from all walks of life made me grow as a person. Although I'm not religious in any way, the UK is essentially a Christian nation and has its own law system. Should that not be respected by the Muslims people? I'm not saying isn't, by most, and they should be treated the same for every crime in the UK regardless of their religion. To expand my point, there have been cases of Muslim families not being intervened with due to respect of religion until it was too late. And there have been honor killings, or such as the burning of puppies on Remembrance Day, which was being that someone could be that filled, that they would go out of their religion. After this point, I realized that okay, he goes on. But mostly he's talking about responsibility of Muslim society, about respecting the law and so on. And he ended his question saying, it seems that the majority of Muslims that live in this country do not integrate as was planned. And it is news me, such as Levensholm, I hope that I read it correctly, or Wemslow Road, they have just become all Muslims. Why have Muslims started their own communities in the UK rather than integrating? Do I look like the spokesman of the Muslims in England? I've never been in England. So you're asking me something that is really out of my league. But okay, should a Muslim respect the laws of the country that they're living in? Yeah, as long as it doesn't contradict with Islam, because at the end, لا طاعة لمخلوق في معصية الخالق. You shouldn't obey a creature when it comes to disobeying God. Now, when it comes to I think this is the most important part of your question about integrating with the people around them. They started to form closed societies. Well, don't you notice that everywhere you go? For example, if you go to the United States, you will find Chinatown, you will find the Arabic street, you will find the Indian area. You will find, it's normal. Even in our history, throughout all our history, always in every city you will find the Jews neighborhood, you will find the Christian neighborhood. Many people, they prefer to, to gather with the one that they are more comfortable with. This is one reason. As I said, I'm not entitled to talk on behalf of people of the Muslims in UK, since I've never been in UK. I didn't study the society of UK, but I can talk from my own experience. As you know, said it many times before, my wife is Greek. So many times I go to Greece, many times I visit people there. I have now more intimate relationship with the people in Greece. I don't go as a tourist. I go as a member of the family. So I am more integrated there. From my experience, I face a lot of difficulties, not because people are not willing to be welcoming, but the type of life there places a lot of restrictions on me, puts a lot of difficulties on me. This type of difficulties, it's what make you either lose who you are, throw it completely and just merge, or I have to stay away. This is one of the reasons why I told my wife I don't think that I'll be able ever to live in Greece. Not even that, my wife doesn't take no for an answer, but one day I was going out for a cup of coffee with my wife, and her friend came with us. She passed by and she sat down and we start talking, and it was summer, it was hot, and women go crazy in summer. All the time, half naked women coming, half naked women passing. So all the time I'm doing like this. Okay, I'm a religious guy, but even if I want to look at women, I will not do it in the presence of my wife. Especially my wife is an Aikido expert. While we were sitting like this, all of a sudden her friend said to my wife, "Oh, he can never live here." I was so happy that she said that, because I always tell my wife that. So, when you talk about integration between two different people. Let me tell you something that my uncle told me once. It takes two to tango. It depends on what you define integration. Does you define integration that two people mix together, they join together while both of them conserve his identity, or you want someone to be completely erased and to be dissolved in the other? That's not integration. That's erasing. That's containing. That's simply you will erase someone and make him something else. Many people are not willing to do that. When I find one society, I don't need to be in Greece and UK to know that, it's plain logic. When you see someone shut on himself, it could be him. But when you find the entire group shutting on themselves, this means that something is forcing them to do that. Let's assume that you have a health condition with your lungs, asthma or something. You cannot tolerate smoking. You will not be able to breathe. And all of a sudden, all your friends, they are crazy, fanatic cigar fans, and all of them are sitting down and smoking cigars and saying, dude, why do you think Sam doesn't want to hang with us? Why this guy is so close on himself? What? You think that he doesn't like us? Oh, for crying out loud. How do you expect Sam to join with you? You want Sam to sit down with you? Quit the cigar. If not all your life, quit it while in his presence. How do you expect him to sit down? He will die within 12 seconds. The same applies. It's a very simple logic. If you feel welcome, you will automatically open up. You'll be able to integrate. Many times I don't go to many restaurants in Greece because of certain things about pork, about alcohol, about halal meat and so on. But there's a certain restaurant in Greece near my wife's house. I like a lot to go there. Always I tell my wife, let's go there, let's go there, let's go there. Why? The owner of that restaurant is a very polite man. Without asking, when he realized that I don't want to have vinegar on my table because they put alcohol in vinegar, immediately the moment I came, before I sat down, he removed the vinegar bottle and take it away. When he brings the menu, he tells me, okay, be careful, this one contains wine, this one doesn't contain, this one contains pork. And when he prepared my meal, he prepared it and make sure that it doesn't get mixed with things I don't want to eat. Okay, he did that out not because necessarily respecting religion or something. He's a nice guy and he cares about his customers. Maybe he's doing that out of just want because it's good for business. Maybe not. Regardless of his motive, I always want to go there. I feel welcome there. I feel that I can be at my ease. So this guy had took care a little bit of some of my needs. So I'm more open to go to that restaurant than other. The same thing apply on other things. As a Muslim, I'm not allowed to sit down and drink wine or even sit with people on a table that people drinking wine. So if all my friends, they want to go to hang out and always they insist on drinking beer or something, I won't be able to join them. Or I have to compromise over something that's very important in my religion and go out with them. No, I will choose not to go out. I'm not telling them to quit. I'm not telling them to put a law to ban drinking, although that would be great, if not for religious reasons, for health and social reasons, but nevertheless, at least if they want to welcome me, if they want me to join them without having to feel stressed or feel that I'm breaking my rules, that I'm disobeying God. Okay, let's face it, I have a lot of stresses during my life. I have a very horrible boss, I have a very bad economy, my wife is driving me crazy, my kids are driving me crazy, and after that, I will go out with my friends to stress myself more, to put myself in more worse position when I will feel either humiliated or I will feel guilty or why would I bring? I have enough problems in my life rather than to add another. So, how you expect for someone to integrate in an environment that is considered lethal to him. Think about that. It takes two to tango. I'm not telling you change your society, but at least take care of certain things. If you do that, automatically it's spontaneous. It will happen like this. When somebody smiles in your face, you will immediately open up without realizing. You will smile back. It takes two to tango. This part has a responsibility to do, and this part has a responsibility to do. I remember one time I saw something on Jazeera News. In France, there was a restaurant who decided, as a trial, to make all his meals, to use halal meat in his meals. All his food will contain only halal meat. And he did that totally for a business reason. He wanted to see if this will affect his sales. And it worked very nice. He increased his sales by 30%. He was attacked by the news. They want to change our culture. They want to blah, blah, blah. They are. And this is blah, blah, and the Islamophobia thing started. Okay, and after that you blame Muslims for not integrating. This guy, he did it completely for one purpose, which is profit. He wanted to see if he will increase his profit. It's a bad economy. He was looking for a new market, and it worked. Okay, it doesn't contradict any of the values of the French society to eat halal meat. It's meat after all. It doesn't violate any of the lifestyle in Paris or in France or any of the laws. So why do you bother if somebody can eat as he like? Why vegetarians have their own restaurants? Why smokers have their own sections in restaurants? Although I think it's forbidden in all Europe now, but nevertheless. Why gay have their own bars and strip joints and so on? But when it comes to Muslims, no, having their own food is changing our culture. They are invading us. They have to integrate. Oh, really? That's not integrating. That's erasing. So you have to decide. Do you want to integrate? It takes two to tango. You want a striptease dance where you just sit down and watch? Nah. Okay, that was a very weird example. This is one side. Not to mention the other side, which is, okay, the first side, not creating a welcoming environment or a suitable environment. Number two, what about the hostile environment? One of my friends, he's a friend on a forum friend. I don't know him personally. We chat on a forum, gaming forum. He's from UK. He told me once that he's a Muslim, and he told me once that many times he tell people that he's Hindu. He's scared to tell people that he's a Muslim because of the insults that he will receive, because of the bad treatment, because of many things. And after that, you're wondering why people are not integrating. Again, I'm not familiar with things in UK, but this is common sense. I don't need to be in UK or in Greece or in Zimbabwe or wherever. When I find someone is getting close on himself, it doesn't take a genius to know he's not feeling welcome. Okay, they might have their own issues. Yeah, that's true. They need to work on it. But in the other side, other people have same issues. The outsiders have also issues. It takes two to tango, so go tango.